Viewers! Welcome back to Let's Play Freespace 2 Blue Planet Age of Aquarius. That's always a mouthful to say, isn't it? Operating on the advice of one of my commentators, I have rolled a new pilot, and I call him Samuel Bay. Because why not? I mean, that's who I'm playing. So hopefully that red alert bug that showed up a while back will not be an issue next time. And, oh man, did it take me about 1 billion tries to beat the Dragon Awakes the second time around. I must have just fluked out the first time through because I think 9 or 10 deaths. So let's go on to something a little bit more cheerier, hopefully. Oh, wait. Earth got blown up. Probably not so cheery. You ever have a day when you just don't want to get out of the bunk and fly your spaceship around? Yeah. I think Samuel's having one of those days right now.
Officers, crew, and personnel of the GTD Temeraire. We have established our presence in the N362 system, and surrounding space appears to be clear of hostiles. Our navigation computer has compensated for the gravitational influence from the neutron star. The crew of the GTC Duke has been transferred to the GTL Solace, and a temporary replacement crew for the cruiser has been assigned.
That's lucky.
Upon questioning of Captain Iwakura and Commander Tell, we have ascertained that there is a significant discrepancy between GTVA historical records and theirs. Our records show that the Lucifer was successfully destroyed in transit between Delta Serpentis and Sol, resulting in the collapse of the node. According to Iwakura and Tell, the mission to destroy the Lucifer failed, which resulted in the destruction of Earth and the annihilation of every colony in Sol. The GTA was unable to organize another assault against the Lucifer, and was subsequently overwhelmed by the Shivan Armada.
Yep, that's pretty much what everyone watching so far has come up with, so it looks like that's been borne out. The theory is true.
Captain Iwakura claimed to be from the Terran sleeper ship Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is a modified Orion-class destroyer that was under construction during the Great War. Upon losing contact with Earth in the First Fleet, the GTA began devising an operation to evacuate as many people as possible from contested systems. The Sanctuary was modified to support passengers in hibernation. However, her systems were mostly incomplete and vulnerable to Shivan attack. The remnants of GTA forces attempted a final incursion against Shivan forces, as the Sanctuary made her way from Delta Serpentis to N362, where interference from the neutron star would conceal her from Shivan scouts. The distraction succeeded, and the Sanctuary was able to pass through undetected. She has remained in the system to this day, waiting for the Shivans to leave. As far as her crew is aware, they are the only Terrans left alive in the entire galaxy.
So let's see. Freespace to Freespace 2 was 32 years. This one, Blue Planet, takes place 18 years, so they've been on the run for 50 years, half a century. That's kind of depressing.
With such a discrepancy between our respective historical records, it can only be concluded that we have somehow reached an alternate universe to our own.
Yep.
If this is the case, then we are the first Terrans in history to have achieved interdimensional travel.
Woo?
While speculation on the phenomenon of alternate dimensions exists, actual travel between universes has remained unproven and unrecorded. The most likely time point of entry to this universe would be during our transit from Delta Serpentis to Sol. Engineering reported fluctuations in both the Orestes and the Temeraire's meson reactors when entering the portal. But as power integrity was not affected, it was deemed an isolated anomaly. Further studies will have to be undertaken to determine the nature of these fluctuations and how they relate to our current situation. We are also working on a solution regarding the return to our home universe.
Isn't it great when everything goes horribly, horribly right? Yay, interdimensional travel! Boo! Devastated universe.
Contact with the Orestes is intermittent and sparse. Although we have dropped communication buoys throughout Ross 128 and Laramis, the vast distances require significant transit times for our transmissions. We have informed the Orestes of our findings, but it will take some time before we receive an answer. In the meantime, we are establishing a rendezvous with the sleeper ship Sanctuary. Captain Iwakura has informed us that the Sanctuary is based in the nebula surrounding the neutron star N362. The volatility of the nebula makes for an ideal hiding environment, but due to extreme gravitational forces, it is a forbidding and perilous place to navigate.
Okay,
Rear Admiral Carey, GTD Temeraire.
Yeah, I've heard your voice before somewhere. Okay, so mission briefing time.
Welcome to Quarterdeck, Commander. Although this space is usually reserved for squadron leaders, the importance of this mission necessitates that I brief you directly for your next sortie. Captain Iwakura has specifically requested you to join her in the N362 Nebula, so I've assigned you leadership over Alpha Wing in this mission.
Oh, I hope I get to take Taylor and Corey again.
You and your wing are to follow Captain Iwakura into the Nebula as part of an expeditionary force. We cannot risk sending any of our capital ships in due to the intense gravitational forces within the nebula. The shielding of your fighters should be sufficient to protect your hull from the gravitational pull for a short while.
Yeah, I wonder if the Terrans, the ones from this universe, that has ever got shielding or beam technology to work.
Captain Iwakura will have situational command of this sortie. Keep within visual range of Captain Iwakura's fighter, and maintain your shield integrity at all times. Flight Deck has prepared a wing of Aurora fighters. The sensor module on the fighter will give you extended sensor capabilities within the nebula, giving you an advantage should there be any hostile contact.
You know, normally I would just point that out as command, screwing us over by suggesting there will be a hostile contact, meaning there is going to be a hostile contact, but in this particular fan-made campaign...
Choose wingmen that you trust, Commander. Your wing is going to be first contact to the Sanctuary, and I expect each one of you to act appropriately as ambassadors of the GTVA.
That last one's going to be tricky. Rendezvous. Ah oui, français. Bien. With the Sanctuary. So we're getting the Aurora Fighter, no choice there. Weaponry. Yeah, I'll just take a pair of Baylors if that's okay with you. Yeah, I guess everyone take what I've got. Alright, let's do this. Master arms
We're in
safe.
Temeraire control. The area is highly ionized. Severe gravitational eddies exist in all directions.
Well, I'm glad we managed to all jump into the same place.
Let's get a closer look at
Wow.
these ships here.
How anyone could stay in a place like this is beyond my understanding.
This has been the home of our people for 50 years, Alpha Wing. We have been given little choice.
How long have you been serving the Sanctuary, Captain?
All my life, Alpha One. Commander Tell and I are both children of Great War veterans. We are two of the very few qualified pilots on board the Sanctuary.
How many pilots? 2? 3 squadrons?
We have not your squadrons of fighters, Ensign. We've been out here without logistical support for the past 5 decades.
We've had to cannibalize every fighter we had for parts and repairs. Our Apollos and Vogues were used up all within the first 2 years. Now we have a hodgepodge of 5 fighters which no longer resemble their original selves.
5 fighters. What the hell? What the hell, Mother? Is that you?
Alpha Wing, did you see that? Unknown contact passed by about 20 meters from my position.
Negative, Commander. I didn't see anything.
Okay.
Me neither.
Kind of
The
weird.
nebula is full of phantom ships, Alpha One. Some on the Sanctuary have gone mad from their visions. They are the ones we put back into cryogenic sleep until the nightmares subside.
Phantom ships.
I have never seen them myself. Some people claim that they are a result of psychosis. We've had psychologists study the effects of the nebula on the human brain ever since we came here.
Bunch of rumors and hallucinations. We've been scouting the nebula for years and have come across naught but Shevens.
That was no hallucination. Whoa, 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 here we go. What?
Samuel.
That is definitely no hallucination. It's right frickin' there in front of me. Like, what? That's not Terran or Sheevan. And surface smashing into you there, buddy. Whoa, hang on, where'd you go? Whoa, where'd you go? What the? Okay. I did not recognize that ship at all, viewers, as anything. Sheevan, Masudin, Terran. I mean, these kit-bashed models for... Yeah.
We are coming up to our rendezvous position. ETA around 1 minute.
more curious about those ships. The first time that went by, I think I just thought it was an Aurora, so I didn't go at it, but...
Picking up energy signatures up ahead. Captain, the Sanctuary is hailing us.
This is the Sanctuary. To all fighters. Recall. We're under attack by a Shivan force. Multiple fighter and bomber wings.
Sanctuary, this is Captain Iwakura. We have reached your position, scrambling to help. All wings, protect the Sanctuary!
Captain, it's good fortune that you have arrived as you did. We're not going to last long against these bombers.
With pleasure.
What we got? 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay, we gotta get there in a hurry. Everything to engines. Why can't I keep targeting? Is it just because they're too far away? 77%? Holy crap, this thing's being torn apart. Is it gonna die before I even get there? Because I'm going pretty much as hard and fast as I can. Just tornadoes. Tell me I'm in doubles. There's the Sanctuary. Orion class it is. Alright, let's do things a bit more evenly here. Take that. Go, 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 go. Awesome. Can't take any chances. Gotta toast this thing toast these guys in a hurry. Oh, that's a bomb. Come on. Let's see you put up with this. Oh yeah.
Woo! You felt that.
Crap, wrong side of the ship. I can't get to it. 44%. Damn, did not get that one in time. 42%. Awesome. One last one. I'm pretty sure one of the other guys is going to take it out, but oh, hang on. More bombers. Damn. 42%. Come on. We gotta have bombs now. Alright, I think that's all of them for now.
The immediate area reads clear. All pilots proceed to dock with Captain Iwakura. Are those Terran fighters?
Affirmative. Sanctuary Control. We have finally made contact with a Terran presence outside our own. This is Commander Bay of the GTVA 14th Battle Group.
Greetings, Sanctuary Control. I come on behalf of the GTVA to establish contact with your forces for our mutual benefit and safety. I ask permission to come aboard and meet with your commanding officer.
Permission granted, Commander. Proceed to dock with the fighter bay and quickly. More Shivan forces are imminent.
The fighter bay. Sensors, engine, fighter bay. Oh, cool. Okay.
We are honored by your presence, pilots of the GTVA. Welcome to the Sanctuary, the last refuge of our people, and our final hope for survival. We have already heard from Captain Iwakura about your origins and your ships. While the circumstances of our meeting are certainly strange, it is no less welcome for that. We will establish communications with your command ship and initiate preparations for evacuating the nebula. It will not be long before the Shivans arrive in greater force, and we need to be away from the system before this happens. Thanks to your presence, our spark of hope has grown.
Oh man, I don't know. This is a little bit too much weight to carry for the 14th battle group, I think. 4 total kills. Yay, 22 lifetime kills. Well, that's what happens when you start a new pilot, viewers. Yeah, see, I didn't even get any of the dragons that one time I survived mission 2. Or mission... whatever mission it is, the Dragon Awakes. But yeah, we've made contact with the last remaining Terran ship. I mean, how many people can you possibly fit on an Orion class, even a modified one to carry people in hypersleep or cryosleep? Well, the plot is definitely thickening, and we'll have to see what happens next time. Thank you for watching, viewers, and we'll see you then.